should try a speed through where you try to just run every time it tells you to go.
In which case you'll get massively raped by other men.
Challenge, Christopher.
Fuck challenge.
Show your skill. I'm sure our viewers would be very
The fact that I
interested to
beat this game without continuing is skill.
You probably just reloaded the game every time.
I
Didn't
refuse.
record that.
Fuck emulators. Ladies and gentlemen, fuck emulators, okay? As long if it was a perfect emulation and you didn't use save states and shit like that, sure. Fine, go ahead. But anybody that uses save states and tweaks the game, well, I used the debug thing. But that was to try to make it harder. If you don't, fuck that. Emulators are for the weak. Emulators are for people who are flaccid.
Or those who don't actually have the system.
Well,
Or the means of obtaining the game.
well, when they use emulators to fuck with the... Fuck you! Yes, when they use emulators to save states. Fuck that. If I can beat Jurassic Park 2 on 2 lives, most people
Christopher actually
could.
sucks at games, so that's saying something.
I knew you would
It was
be. I knew
worth
you
it
would be
just for
useless.
that.
I knew you would be useless, but I never had any idea how. I wish there was a Jonathan enemy in this game. I would take immense pleasure
I'm sure
in
you
destroying him.
By the way, that climax comment particularly. I'm surprised you actually went that far.
Oh, there's no distance I won't go when dealing with certain games and certain people, especially Final Fight. Final Fight is designed to just degrade the human psyche.
Like a penis.
Yeah. I have no comment because I'm not exactly sure how that fits within the realm of logic. He just stabbed me, and he didn't even. Yes, he did stab me in the fucking dick. That bastard. And to anybody who doesn't get it, okay? Getting kicked in the nuts sucks. Getting smacked in the dick is just a slap in the face to any man. Any man should prefer to get hit in the balls to the dick. To be demeaned, to basically have somebody walk up to you and say, "Hey, I'm so bad that I can do that. I can violate that, and there's nothing you can do about it." I think that's a far, far bigger
And
blow.
that viewership has learned that Christopher's also a masochist.
Fuck that.
So if you ever want to get on his good side, hit him in the balls.
I have 2 things to say to that. Okay, the first part begins with an F. Okay, and the second part begins with a that.
You've also learned that Christopher is incredibly promiscuous and will fuck almost anything. Gentlemen,
Oh.
present your ass first.
How
Make a
this?
snide comment.
Yes.
That'll
How
really get him going.
how this entire thing has degraded from having half an actual direction to none.
Haven't you like watched any movies with commentary?
Mm.
That's the whole point.
This is a very good point.
I was watching a Family Guy episode the other night. Like, the first thing I watched with the commentary in forever. And they all just started talking about Adam Carolla.
Oh, and by the way, there is shit behind these pillars. But yes, Adam Carolla. By Adam Carolla, you mean shut the fuck up.
Oh, and they're also talking about how Seth MacFarlane, there we go, Seth. Apparently he comes to like half of his performances.
That doesn't surprise me.
No, it doesn't surprise me either. I thought it was interesting.
This is funny. By consequence, I actually drank beer during this.
There we go.
I was so... I don't know what the feeling was. I just felt like drinking fucking beer.
Now we've also learned that Christopher's ego is so inflated that he will compare himself to Seth MacFarlane.
I will. Yes. Shame is a useless feature.
Actually,
You should be able to walk around in a
I want to
bathroom.
see your shit. I'm just gonna say that right now.
Well, it's not. See my shit. I should defecate on your foot. Fuck you. In fact, better yet, fuck them. Normally, what you should do here is to actually get underneath that chandelier with those assholes and let it fall on them. But does that happen? No, it falls on me. Okay, that's kind of my luck. You know, my life is basically nothing more than what the hell is that? Murphy's Law. Yes, my life is basically nothing more than Murphy's Law. So when horrible things like a chandelier falling on my head happen, it's no surprise. In fact, I'm surprised when things don't go like that. Look at that shit. He's about to shove his anus on my face.
I'd also like to point out at this point that you started this whole tirade with fuck them, and then proceeded to follow with get underneath.
I proceeded to follow with he.
Get underneath. Christopher wants to get underneath them. Is that fucking Stephen Hawking?
Might as well be an evil Stephen Hawking.
I have a friend who is making a video game, and Stephen Hawking was one of the
He should study this shit. Because this guy has not only the chair, but a fucking crossbow gun. Yes, the final boss has a cross fucking bow. And he doesn't do anything other than jump around like a douchebag and shoot that shit at you. He shoots, okay, when this guy ejaculates, he shoots railroad spikes. So you want to be out of the way. You want to move in under him. I'm going to try to bypass the horrible concept, get around him, grab his ass, and headbutt the fuck out of him. Shut the fuck up. Grab his ass and fuck him up. And then shut the fuck up.
He wants to get a nice big
Okay, and then what you do is when he gets to yellow life and you start seeing the red bar, you can no longer grab him. So you want to kick him, punch him, or throw another human being at him and then kick his fat fucking ass out that window. And then you're treated to, at least in part, one of the most satisfying ends for a boss I can think of in a Super Nintendo game. He falls... fucking roadkill. Okay, and I just want to say, I have absolutely no sympathy for Hagar whatsoever. Okay? His daughter is dressed
like a hoe.
worse than most hoes. His daughter is dressed in basically this like fucking red tape thing. There's nothing to it, which I'm not opposed to, mind you.
I'd hit it.
It's a video game character.
Okay.
That's distressing. Anyway.
We could have video game sex. That's all good.
Anyway, yes, I have no sympathy for Hagar. He deserves the shit that he goes through, but it is very satisfying to take the missing link out for a spin and fuck with people. Now, Cody is the guy who has, as I said at the beginning, the very beginning, the satisfying ending, because you know he taps this shit.
With a hammer.
Yes, with the hammer.
That's right.
The hammer. And the hammer is his peanut.
Again, more homoeroticism. This is like the romantic side of the homosexual audience.
Involving a woman.
That's for the guys.
Oh, okay, I can understand that. So yeah.
I mean, walking on the beach. You know,
walking on the beach in a building.
Yeah.
Walking on a beach in the building, remember. And you know, right here, when he starts talking about walking the streets to take care of evil, you know he's basically saying, yeah, I can't stay here, so we totally need to fuck.
Pretty much. It's just an excuse to get in. Well, he doesn't even need an excuse. She's practically like undressing right there.
Yeah, but he's trying to
squeeze herself
build.
between his legs.
He's trying to build the excitement a little bit more.
Oh right, he's got to play hard to get.
Yeah, I mean this guy knows how to make it that much better. Yeah.
Well, he just knows.
Oh yeah, and he knows. Well, you get more than the head, I'm sure. See, look at that motherfucker.
You have fucking link. Want to get on Chris's good side? Send him posters of giant men.
I'm shutting this off now.